Hello friends, we're here in another episode of our Swiss Family Rizbinson Rimworld playthrough. Last episode we successfully saved Hugh, Estrada's father, from a encampment here, prison camp. Now Cloudjumper's walking into a turret range. It might be very unfortunate. We want to leave right away, straight away, but at this point, unfortunately, there's still an active turret. Long an active turret, we cannot go. We're going to kill that turret by, oh gosh, destroying this battery, hopefully. Yeah, it's got a range, and shoot that battery. Once that's done, we can all leave right away. Cloudjumper, please stay away. And this is, yeah, it shouldn't take too many hits, and it's probably a pretty good shot, so it'll be good. I'd prefer to wait for the battery to run down entirely and steal the battery, but this way at least we'll be able to steal the turret, for sure. And hit it again. One more time. There we go. Mission accomplished. All enemies defeated. We can leave as fast as we want to. So one thing I want to do before we hit the road is Hugh here, the father of Estrada. He's kind of old, kind of in bad shape. We'll go ahead and give him the assault rifle, though. His shooting is a 0. Oof. Oof. That's not so good. But sure, he'll be fine on the walk back. All right. So with that, when that's equipped, we'll then head on out. I'll actually go to his medicine also real quick as well. And I think there's nothing else we need to do here. We can take these turrets we want to. We can take the lamps we want to. Got some food inside. Got some lamps. Probably about to take this steel. We have lots of steel in the main map still. All right, so to the world map, and let's reorganize our group once more. We form that caravan. All 4 of those guys, and all the vegetables and such come along as well. 3 components, pretty cool. A little medicine. This battery weighs how much? 20 kilograms. Sure, let's see if we can carry it. If nothing else, we can deconstruct it when we get back home. A chain shock when we got ready. Alright, these tainted clothes we don't need. Bedrolls, yes, though, and 2 turrets. Alright, looking pretty good. A full pile of junk for ourselves. And let's go ahead and choose our route. Back home, we're going to take how many days? 1.6 days. They have 2.1 days of food. Looks perfect. Alright, so they're on the caravan path once more. Let's check on our main base once more, see what's happening here. Looks like Liz is heading around to make some assault rifles. That's great. In last episode, we just finished researching those. Unfortunately, at this point, the only food we have left right now in significant amounts is insect meat. So we're going to want to start planting some crops pretty soon. Still can't grow. It's still cold outside at 4C. Might want to move in the direction of hydroponics eventually. It's one of those things I think I often talk about getting and then never quite get around to making. But maybe this time we'll finally do so. I'd like to get this territory here enclosed eventually, but we'll need to use a moisture pump to get that all dried out. We can expand this direction some more towards the beach. Maybe make a little landing back there for our boats. It'd be nice to have a nice little landing area, so we'll have to keep expanding bit by bit. We'll get that eventually. And Will's bedroom is now basically done. We're going to need one more bedroom for Hugh, though, because all of our other bedrooms are unowned. Unowned, really. Okay, I guess I have an open bedroom then. Didn't realize they had that. So that seems pretty good then. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe another bedroom. Might not. We'll see what happens. Okay, tiny bit of wood left. Very, very little right now. I'd like to have some more of that. Also, I'd like to get some hauling animals if possible. We have 0 animals in the base right now. In the wildlife, there's wargs and wolves and nothing terribly interesting past that. I might want to try to tame some wargs to have better battlefield prowess, but not super urgent. Alright, all of the mortars are nicely loaded up. Seems good. And I think I want to make sure we have a nice set of flak jackets for our people also. Variety of clothes here. Yeah, we have a nice collection of clothing. We need a bigger stockpile zone for sure. Presumably what I'm going to do is actually just expand this wall north on both sides, knock down part of this middle section, and no longer have a fully defensible fallback point there. So let's go ahead and do just that. Wall there, and then we'll wall across here entirely, getting rid of those doors. And once that's all done, we can then hold open another door so we pass in and out a little more easily. Mark that to hold open, and borrow someone to do that, please. Hello, Mole. Mole, walk through this door, please. And so we gotta be thinking a little bit about what happens if an enemy attacks inside the base. We get a group of enemies crash landing inside. How bad would that be? Probably pretty bad. So we may get a little defensive area over here, but we already have the kill box, of course. And back this way, I have a huge section for trees. You know what? I think this is a kind of mistake to grow trees there. Now, I do eventually want to have trees grown inside the base, but I think the way we're going to do that instead is by growing out to the left. Enclosing all of this territory instead will give us a large growing zone for trees and all the rest that is better enclosed. This becomes for oak trees again. Great. And how are we doing on stones? We got a lot of sandstone, a little bit of granite. Out this way I saw a bunch of stone blocks. They are slate and sandstone primarily. So let's go ahead and just make sure make more of that and begin expanding out the wall with sandstone. Will be just fine. Not the strongest defense, but strong enough for this back end that is not full of terribly valuable things. So let's make a nice structure line out of sandstone, and I guess for right now we're just going to enclose like this, just right around the outside of the fields. I should enclose as much of the rich soil as possible. Actually, that spot right there is just slightly off because there's a little soil there as well. So like that will do it, and shame to cut it off like that, but we'll do so. And eventually I probably want to double thick this, so we'll probably be cutting off at least one more line there. Up we go towards the outside here, and then straight across. And eventually we'll clean this up some more, make it look more attractive, but actually want to include the new wood also. Grab that, and then if we go up a little bit more. Alright, I would like to make sure there's a way for the enemies from this side to get to the fighting area. Right now they go down around this way. I think that's a good idea. Enemies can spawn up here, I believe. So I think we want to ensure there's a way for enemies, because this is, this is shallow ocean water. Maybe they can't spawn in the ocean. You know, it's shallow water. Normal shallow water they can spawn in. I don't think shallow ocean they can, though. Hopefully that's true. I actually don't think that's true now I think about it. So what we want to do then is actually dig through right here to provide a path for enemies to get down and around. For the moment, what we're going to do is this. And then later we're going to seal it off entirely, I think. For now, though, let's get out here and make a little mining path through. And again, the reason for this is just so any enemies that spawn here will be able to go down and around the outside instead of going up through the middle section. Because eventually I want to take this over entirely for myself. Have a nice beachfront property for the people to hang out. It's gonna be great. Extreme break risk. Will is so darn unhappy. Darkness and being divorced. Yeah, so I think the darkness is because of the ongoing roof outside from the earlier Toxic Fallout event. I really am not particularly interested in removing too much of the roof, but in this case, remove some from the outside edge here, just so that they aren't quite so cranky about the current situation of having a roof there. So move all of you, and then put instead a remove roof area tool, like so, right across here. I'll go all the way down this way. Sure, that's fine. And hopefully no more Toxic Fallouts, unless we have to undo all the work we've just done, but that's all right. Toxic Fallout's a rare enough event, I'm sure we'll be fine. So grab all of you, and we'll probably move some more a little bit later, but for now it's a nice start, we'll say. Okay, let's work on Ernest. Go ahead and remove that roof. Thank you much for that. The wall's almost done here. We need one more limestone block. So I think what we need to do then is go ahead and make the stone cutting job focus on limestone again. Bounce around constantly on those, and we need someone working on that consistently. The only problem is our big crafter Liz, who's also doing assault rifle making, and as events happened. Faults in conduits cause explosions. That happened right here, but inside the wall, so no problems at all. Only issue with this is going to be that we have to wait till our batteries refill, and overnight here it's going to be a little bit slow going. I mean, the geothermal generator will do good work filling it back up gradually. It's just going to take some time, so time for a bit of a blackout, a little brownout maybe, but they'll refill sooner or later. We can definitely add some more solar generators back here, this backside here. Completely open to the sky. We can see the shadow there and the light. So that's addition. Maybe we'll add some more above that later, possibly. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Will is still very, very cranky. How can make you happier? Is there anything to make you happier, or a nicer bedroom would help? All right, your bedroom is currently what quality? Only mediocre. Yeah, that's an issue. And then where else do we have geothermal generator spots? Are any nearby? I'm not seeing any right now. There's one way down here. Yeah, way over here is one. We could make a wall around it and build all the way across. I wonder here also. That one's much closer. Oh, two right there, actually. Yeah, both of those might be very good to enclose at some point down the road. Not super urgent, but fairly soon. Estrada is cranky on the road, recreation starved. I mean, like, stop and throw a rock or something. They're still gradually moving, though. They'll get there eventually. These poor recreation starved people. It's just because of the being on the road. To find somebody to have some fun while they're walking. With this wood area now moved, we have a large section here for whatever we want. I think I mentioned earlier, like, the joy of having a large bedroom area for our family to live there. Maybe here we'll put a recreation room eventually. Shoot frenzy on Fritz. Fritz shoots more, faster, more, better. Unfortunately, Fritz is a meleeer. That's too bad. Also, have we not researched shield belts? Look like we're low on shield belts. Or probably not researched them at all. Yeah? There they are. Yeah, we'll do that after we do pack silane. Also, Cloud Jumper's gotten the malaria. Good thing you have a doctor log. Yeah, Cloud Jumper has a doctor log and some good medicine also, so I'm sure Cloud Jumper will be well tended and ready to pop into the hospital as soon as we get back here. Very, very soon. Should be good. Traveler passing on by. What happened? I'm told that travelers are passing by, and I see Death and Salamander. What's your story? Salamander compared Prairie Dog to a pheasant. This drove Prairie Dog into a rage and he began a fight. Prairie Dog got absolutely destroyed in a fistfight. He's a 15-year-old? You killed your 15-year-old friend over a passing joke? And then right afterwards, Salamander and Bardoka quipped about recreation. Wow, it's just fun for you, isn't it? Killing your 15-year-old friend. Wow. Social fights are no joke. Human teeth bites everywhere. Are you gonna take your friend with you? You're just gonna leave him like he's my problem or something. I mean, okay, if you say so. Let's definitely go teach the children about that. Give an object lesson that encourages them to never fistfight again, lest they accidentally end up dead. I'm not exactly sure how he died. There are no cuts. There are cuts in the teeth, but no body part reached 0. The 2 cuts shouldn't be too much. Maybe it's one of those cases where he hit the ground and really a chance to die when he hit the ground, I guess. So, yeah, that's life. That's how it goes. Earlier we were looking for someone to do crafting for us. I think we have to wait until we get the rest of our team back to help with that. Pretty soon it'll be good. Alright, I'm curious if I actually have an open bed. I don't think I actually do. Estrada has no bed at all. Oh, I know what happened. The people who went into sleeping bags on the other map lost their beds locally. So this will be Estrada's again. And we can't install it until you actually get back. And so Cloud Jumper must not have used a bed then. Kepler goes here. And then we need a bedroom for Hugh, definitely. So, more bedrooms, more good over this direction. Continue filling out the section of the Swiss flag. Lovely. We are entirely out of stones but granite. Now, this map does not have much granite on it, I'm fairly sure. Is that true? Yeah, the slate limestone map, we have a little granite, but not too much. I probably want to use that granite to reinforce this wall. We go from, 595, from 540 to 595. It'd be better to have granite here than to have limestone. I'll be shooting at long term especially, so we'll go ahead and knock down all of this. We'll focus on that right away. Come deconstruct here, please. I see he's actually deconstructing up top right now. Doors. They're trying to deconstruct these. We'll replace with proper walls again, but we need someone to get limestone made. That'll get done eventually. Oh, God. Fritz is doing it now, so I don't really expand out the stockpile zone until we have the stone for this, though I realize by removing this wall, we actually move the stone from there straight to the walls instead. So this will be just fine. Willie down here destroying the kill box, so to speak. Go and add in granite instead. I wish you would have destroyed more than just the one, but that's fine. We'll get the rest in very, very soon. And up here, I've talked a few times about figuring out how I'm going to, deal with EMPs. I think we're going to use this little section here, make a little EMP box to live in for throwing down. We'll add that in just a second after I choose the next research. We already chose it. It's going to be shield belts, and then moisture pumps afterwards be great, 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 great. So this section is infestable after this point. So I think we want to do is make a little hut there. Tiny little hut for some kind of person, some kind of EMPer. And I'm going to use granite. Granite would be good. So go ahead and do like so. Let's keep the walls up longer. Yeah, very tiny huts make very, very sad being there. This will make it more attractive. Eventually using uranium for this purpose probably, but for now, all granite's fine. And then a sandbag line right in front. And we'll have an EMPer stand there and throw the throw. That is the hope anyway. Another granite door on this side. And I think that will not occlude... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got problems. One second. So this new building should not occlude this person's line of sight, I think. Yeah, seems good. Will has gone into a murderous rage. Decided to kill Fritz. Why? He's been divorced by Liz. Fritz right there, friend. Fritz was wrong. Fritz, I need you to run away. Mole, I might need you to arrest Will. Good luck. Run, Fritz, run. Daddy's angry. All right, happily, really happily, Will is no longer a murderous rage. Mole talked him down, said, that's your own flesh and blood. You are loved by one another. And Will's cool now. He got the catharsis of hitting his son once, but now he's okay. Fritz, Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you, we promise. Don't you worry. And hopefully it never happens again. We'll see. We do have an EMP grenade up here. I'm going to move that down to right here instead, as part of this little hidey hole. And I mean, it's not as far away as it should be. We'd prefer to have it back a little bit more, but I don't want to have infestations right there inside of it. So, little stockpile zone here. We're going to call the EM pile for EMP pile. It's a portmanteau. And what we'll put there is just and only a weapon, a ranged weapon, and EMP grenade. And I'll say it's critical, so it should get hauled down there straight away. Could be good. In the new DLC, of course, there are now EMP grenade launchers, which would make for this kind of setup somewhat unnecessary, because you can stand much farther back and continue EMPing. But in 1.0, this is the way it's done, I do believe. Which is the way I've done it previously, it's worked out pretty well. Alright, Fritz got a little bit bruisey, but he's fine. It's not quite growing season yet. Today should be the day. The 6th of September is today, but still a little bit too cold at 13C. It is the case, though, that Will is going to be on job 1 growing now, so that he pops on a growing as soon as it's ready to go. Can't wait to see that. And we have lots of meals still. Grandma's cooking with insect meat still. But soon enough, we'll have other kinds of animals to eat, I expect. If we look around, we can see... I mean, the map is repopulating. We're gradually getting more animals here. Very small ones so far. Enough to keep the predators at bay. Happily, the predators not yet come after us, which is good. We do want to focus, though, on actually building this door. Just get the roof in place here, so we're able to make sure the grenades do not go bad. If they went bad, would be very, very sad. So, and that would not be rad. Especially for Will, the dad. God. Actually, let's probably have a raid so far. Like, looking at the history here, we definitely deserved a raid for a while, so not quite sure of it yet. But, Mole, please go ahead and put in that roof also. Did not automatically expand the roof zone? Well, I thought that would automatically expand the roof zone. The problem might be that the walls there are not proper built walls, and so... it did. Alright, so you build... Oh, did I mark that before for don't build roof? Yeah, oranges don't build roof. That was when I wanted to remove the roof earlier. Now we build the roof. So confusing for our poor little workers. Boss says build the roof. Boss says remove the roof. What do I do with the roof? Obviously, you build the roof this time. It's all good. I think that's all of it now. And we're gonna mark these walls to smooth also, because eventually someone's gonna have to stand in that room and fight. And if we make it look a little bit nicer, they're less likely to fight back against us and be very, very dismayed. One slight challenge right now is to get someone into the EMP box safely. They've got to go all the way down, around, up through here, and into there. We should probably find a way to get people inside there more quickly. Maybe a hallway in the back here, though it seems to be pretty well infestable. So instead right here, maybe. There's probably a way to cut through. The only issue we'd have is if it's possible for enemies to flank through that cut-through spot, might be kind of bad. So we'll have to We'll have to see what happens with that. All right, our granite wall is down now. Let's go ahead and fix that straight away. Though I see we have actually no more granite stone. Is that right? I've used it all for other purposes, namely building that building. So we took it down and we had to rebuild it straight away, unfortunately. Yeah, so instead of doing granite, we can just do any kind of stone at all. We can do enough granite for a little bit of it. So we'll do these spots, because they're going to take the most consistent damage. And this one's not actually. I just only need 2 more. 15 stone in total. We have 20 still? We have 9 still. Not quite enough. And limestone here. We can actually destroy the granite there and there. Again, eventually this will all be uranium for long-term happiness, but for the time being, granite will suffice. We probably focus on that in a big way, because right now, if raiders come, they can come up through this direction, right inside, and avoid my traps entirely, and I can't have that, of course. Not at all. All right, you folks are 0.5 days from home, 0.4 food remaining. That's not so good because I'm starvation on the way home, but I mean, not super starving, just a little hungry, a little tiny bit hungry. All right, growing season has arrived. First thing tomorrow, we'll get out there and get planting, get the farm running once more, fill up India again. As we noticed earlier, though, we've actually not taken advantage of all of this rich soil, fertile soil. I kind of want to do that. No reason not to use it, though for cotton, perhaps less so. Let's go ahead and expand the rice zone up this way. Now, with the way they're set up, of course, they're super susceptible to blight. Part of me thinks at some point I should very carefully go through and make it unblightable. I think you have to have 3 or 4 space between each field to do that. It's gonna take a bit of work, though, so I'm not feeling it right now. Perhaps a little bit later we will. Perhaps. Okay. That's better. That's better. A little more rice zone here. Expand this way. And that way. Grab all this too. And those. Alright, the farm is set up and appears ready to go for another season. Will should get to that in the morning. We got some rebuilding to do, but it will all surely get done. That one spot done, please. You have 5 stone for that? Hey, you don't. Alright, so Ernest running around there. When you're done eating, please find it real quick. Destroy these 2. And those will get enough to finish up the walls, I suspect. Just want to do that real quick before we say goodbye this time. So come on, Ernest. Come on, Meemaw. Come on, everybody. Grandma's helping with building. Wait, really? That seems like it might be a mistake. Let's see. Grandma, when you're done with the constructing, you then go build. I want to stop that right now. Instead, have Grandma go research instead. We don't have 2 research tables anymore. We had 2 for a while. Now we only have 1, though. So Meemaw, construct instead. Very well, very well. Okay. With those destroyed, we can now work on these. Enough blocks to do just that last one. Mole, drop that, please. Not for you. Ernest now stockpiling. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Build instead, please. Grab that one. Grab that one. Alright, so there's 2 more needed. Microwing stones. Most exciting thing ever. Mo, can you deliver to here? I think you can. Psychic Soothe. All the males are happy. And so we have 4 sons. A lot of our team is quite happy indeed. The wall is up. Things are good. The team is nearly returned. And the base is looking pretty good. We'll see how it continues next episode. Thanks so much for watching, though. And we'll see you again real soon.